Okay, I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, and I've built a rocket. I got it into orbit, and I've got a grabber on the front. Let me just arm that grabber. And my intent is to rendezvous with this asteroid here, and to do so I'm going to have to burn in a very expedient manner. Just get lined up on my blue marker there. Oh, overshot. I'm very bad at this game. Okay. Tons of RCS fuel, I should be okay. Okay, so it's a very precise burn. I don't know how long it's going to take, so I'm just going to fire up. Okay, so it's going to take me 12 seconds to do the burn, or the remainder of the burn. I hope I haven't just thrown everything out. So I should start at 6 seconds before. Close enough, that'll give me time to throttle down and get it precise. My required delta V for the maneuver is decreasing. And when I get a green tick, drop it. Okay. So that burn should have put me on an intercept course with the asteroid, and it has done pretty close, 200k. So I might do a little smaller correction burn here. What's that, 33k? I could probably do better. I'm loving the scroll wheel. You can use the scroll wheel to make minute adjustments. Whoa! That's not very minute. 70k, 100k, it's getting worse. 27k, 22k. See if I can do a little bit better. 10k, 12k. Okay, so I'm not going to get any better than that. I'll sort the rest of that distance out, just doing it inefficiently when I get close enough. So let's find that marker. Here it is. Okay, so I have to wait 6 minutes and then do a teeny weeny little burn just to correct the inaccuracies in my first big burn. Okay, lined up. Fast forward time a little bit. So my goal is to latch onto this asteroid and punt it into an orbit around the planet, so I can launch up a science crew to study it and collect some science, which then lets me unlock new types of vehicle and such. Whoa! That was too much. Too much burn. What did that put me at? 70k. Nah, that's not very good. This is rocket science. It's not very exciting, but it's complicated. Not really, it's just clicking on things and making numbers get bigger or smaller. Pretty sure this is how NASA does it. Actually, I think there was some kind of sponsorship or collaboration between NASA and people who make this game, because there's a few NASA-themed parts. Oh, 20k, that's not bad. There's a few NASA-themed parts available to construct rockets from, and they added those at the same time they added this asteroid intercept. I suspect there's some kind of collusion going on. Okay, so this is a very small burn. Actually, it's not that small, but still I vastly overshot my previous burn, so that's probably why this one's so big. 23 seconds. I'm very impatient, so I'm going to fast forward this. Okay, teeny weeny little burn. Minimum throttle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, where did that put us? 20k, spot on. Okay, so that's the distance we're going to be from the asteroid when it reaches that area. It shows 2 intercepts there, because the asteroid is travelling quite slowly. So I will have done 2 orbits in the time it takes to go a short distance. So let's speed up time and quick save in case I entirely balls this up. So I don't know how big this thing is. I probably should have checked because I've packed a decent amount of fuel, but I haven't got a very powerful engine on this, and if this asteroid is friggin' enormous, then I'm not going to be able to capture it. But so there we go. Okay, so at some point I should possibly be able to see this thing. I'm going to change my frame of reference to target. What that does is it puts all my velocities in the context of that to which I'm flying, such that if I were to reduce my velocity to 0, I would be not getting closer or further from the target. The handy way of making rendezvous much easier. It's basically the only way to do rendezvous. So I'm going to find my retrograde marker. Whoa, no. Overshot. Use my tiny little maneuvering thrusters to punt myself back into the right orientation. Okay, let's lock ourselves on that heading. And actually no, I told a lie before. These aren't 2 intercepts from 2 orbits. This is me passing through and back again, so it's like 2 intersections of a hyperbola on the horizontal axis. So I'm going quite fast relative to my target, and I'm going to be 20k away from it at the closest. Now I don't know how far I am from it now. It's one of the things that you can get a mod called Mechanical Jib that tells you lots of useful information, such as your distance from a given target. I'm going to speed up time just a smidgen. Now I'm going to try to start to synchronize the speeds. So I'm firing towards my retrograde marker, so this is in effect killing my velocity relative to the target. So I'll do that, and then I'll point directly at the target and then fly towards it. Now it's much more efficient to be doing this maneuvering when you're a great distance away. That's the moon over there, incidentally, because a small change early on results in a big change later on. So I'm going to put myself on a collision course with this asteroid. I really should put some lights on the front of this thing. So right now my path is pretty close to that of the asteroids. I think if I reduce this target to 0, that'd be exactly the same, and I'd sort of orbit with the asteroid. I really wish I knew how far away I was from this, because I could just thwack straight into it and be none the wiser. That would be bad. I'll do another quick save. See if I can see this thing. It's off in... Oh no, damn it! I'm so bad at this. Ah. Is that... No, that's just a star. Okay, so now my velocity should carry me smack bang into it at 100 meters a second. Now that'd be pretty fatal to this flimsy little spacecraft. I think I might go a bit harder. It's not showing... Oh, hold on, it's all the way down there. Showing an intercept in about 2 years' time. Is that even... Have I got my markers mixed up? I don't believe I have. Is it off that way? No? It can't be terribly exciting YouTube, I apologise. This is my first time of doing this. No, I think that's the prograde marker, so that's in the direction of the target. Maybe I should give myself some more speed? I think that is in fact the retrograde, so I've just been flying away from it. Let me load a previous quick save with more fuel. And try this. Aha! Right, that was it. Stupid me. Okay, 1.5k, so I'll get a bit closer. At some point soon, I should start to see a marker for this thing. Gee, I wish I knew how close I was to it. It's probably like a button you can press that'll just tell you. So right now I'm heading towards it at 200 meters per second. I'm going to pass, within 300 meters of it. It's pretty good. I hope it's not 300 meters in diameter. There's the moon again. Where is this blowing asteroid? Ah, there it is! Oh, Jesus! Going way too fast. Damn it! Okay. Looked like a small one. Hold on a sec. I swear there's supposed to be indicators of other stuff in space. Maybe I've turned them off? Maybe? Docking, orbit, nope. Oh, make another pass. Way too fast again. Okay, there it is. Probably, depending on what YouTube resolution you're watching at, you may not be able to see that, but I'm circling it right now. Okay, so, good. Very good. So now I'm travelling at 1.4 meters a second relative to my target. I really need to put more RCS on this thing. RCS being the manoeuvring thrusters that let me turn it. Okay, so let's slowly close the distance. It's a pity I'm approaching from the night side, but such is life. Golly, I wish I remembered the buttons for the rotation. Nope. Oh! Well, that was pretty cool. I just smacked into the asteroid at about 10 meters a second and survived. I was trying to find the button that would use my RCS. No, turn off. Thrust longitudinally. That's the button that changes the camera. Probably shouldn't just be randomly mashing buttons. Okay, so I'm latched on. So my little hooky-doo has got an extreme amount of shock absorption in there. And I've got a moderate quantity of fuel left, and it's a pretty small asteroid, so there's a decent chance I'll be able to bump it into orbit. So I've turned on my stability augmentation system and turned off my RCS. Hopefully that should slow down the rotation of this thing. Target center of mass. Free pivot. So I read that, well, I watched a video that said this was important. To get the center of mass lined up with the thrust vector, such that when you push, you're pushing right in the middle, rather than pushing off to the side, which would make you spin all over the place, which would be a bad thing. So I'm just lining up that now. Okay. That's close enough. Okay, so now we're 1800 meters per second orbital velocity. That's quite a bit, but we don't need to deorbit the asteroid. We just need to take it out of its currently extremely elliptical orbit. So, well, I don't know if it's even an orbit. I think this might just be an incidental sort of swing by. So I want to spin it round so my rocket is facing retrograde, such that I can pull off some of the asteroid's momentum and put it into an orbit around the planet. Oh, and there we go. It must have just been smidgen away from being captured. So not perfectly lined up, which is probably why I'm now spinning. So I'll get a little bit not too far. I once read a very, very awful book by a very, very awful author, whereby some aggressors in the book were taking asteroids and aggressively deorbiting them onto a planet. It wouldn't be too hard. No, it doesn't take that much fuel or trickery to do so. Okay, let's really burn this up. I want to try to bring it into as low an orbit as possible, and as circular an orbit as possible, just because it's easy to rendezvous with something that's in a circular orbit. Oh, I ran out of fuel, but that's one asteroid captured, and hopefully it's far enough from the orbit of the moon to avoid having a nasty moon encounter and getting flung out in deep space, or wiping out something orbiting the moon or something. That's pretty low likelihood. But anyway, cool beans. Captured an asteroid. That was my first try also. That's it. Bye bye.